What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back today. Coming to you from a Monday with a new segment that I'm going to start doing on Mondays. What I'm going to do is each Monday, I'm not going to be opening Funko Pops. I'm going to be talking about Funko needs to make these Funko Pops for Funko Sodas. So each week I'm going to take an actor or actress and I'm going to list 5 Pops that I think need to be made. Now, obviously this is my opinion. I'm going to have a list. I'm going to kind of explain why. And also, too, with each actor and actress, obviously they have so many great roles. And why I made the list is what I think will translate good into a Funko Pop, if that makes sense. I mean, because the actor I'm talking about today has so many great roles, and you can make so many Funko Pops, but they'd all kind of end up being the same. These 5 that I have here are from what I think will be translated good into a Funko Pop. That makes sense. Okay. So, who we're going to be talking about today? Man, this one, it still hits hard. We have lost this actor, and I didn't think of any other person that I could start this segment off better than this person here. So, my choice for today is Robin Williams. Now, we did lose Robin Williams on August 11th, 2014, to a suicide, which was very tragic. I still remember where I was when I found out that Robin Williams had died, which is really crazy because he had such a huge impact on my life as a kid growing up. I know he had a huge impact on a lot of people's lives. He was such a beloved actor, funny man. Gosh, I think everyone loved him. But before we get into talking about these, I do want to let you know, this is not a vlog channel or anything like that, but I do want to let you know that down in the description, if you're fighting depression, suicide, whatever the case may be, I will put the suicide prevention hotline phone number down below. Please reach out to someone and, just talk to someone. Don't feel like this is the way to go. I encourage you to reach out to someone because if no one tells you, I love you. But I don't want to get into too much of that. Please just reach out to someone before you think that's the only way that is out. Okay? But I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back today. But let's get into the list. Let's honor this guy the best way we can because he made me laugh. He made my childhood great. Of course, let's start off. This is such a hard list to come up with because he had so many good roles. But starting off the list at number 5, movie was made in 1996. I am talking about the movie called Jack. Now the premise of the movie is his mother has him and he ages at an accelerated rate. His body ages at an accelerated rate, but his mind and emotions, stay as he's aging realistically. So he looks like he's a 40-year-old man, but he's in a 10-year-old body, which was such a great movie. It really made me laugh. But I think the Funko Pop would obviously be him on the cover of Jack doing the jumping jack or whatever he's doing. He's jumping, I guess. But I think that would make a great Funko Pop. And it'd be a great one to add to the set. I didn't say this at the very beginning, but what's crazy is, as far as I have looked, I do believe that Robin Williams only has the Alan Parrish Pop from Jumanji. I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he has any more, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. So number 5, Jack. Let's get that Funko Pop made, please. Number 4. Man, this movie brings back all the feels for me. It was a 1991 movie. I still remember my mom taking me to the theater to see this. I saw this 3 times in the theater. We used to have this theater here in where I live at in Cofo called the Varsity Theater, and it was $1. I think it was $1. I don't know if it's $1 all the time, but I think it's $1 on Sundays, I believe. So it's kind of like a matinee, $1 to get in. I know I went and watched this 3 times. There. And of course, I'm talking about the movie Hook, where he plays Peter Pan, or Peter Panning. The premise of the movie is Hook, Captain James Hook, steals his children to bring Peter Pan back so that way he can challenge him. And, Peter's an older man now. He doesn't remember Neverland. He's kind of forgot all about it, kind of lost all the memories of it. So he has to learn how to fly, fight, and obviously he has to learn how to crow again. It is such a great movie. I definitely, once we get done with this list, please go watch these movies because they are so great. All right, number 3. this is where I had a little bit of controversy. Because I went over this list with my brother. And my brother's a little bit older. Actually, he's a lot older than me. I don't know why I said a little, you know. But he was talking about this show and the movie that I was comparing against. And he agreed with my list, just switching these two. And, you know, after I went back and thought about it, yeah, they probably need to be switched. But we'll get in that later. Number 3 on the list. Movie made in 1998. And this is actually based on a true story of the actual doctor in the movie. But I am talking about the beloved movie, Patch Adams. If you've not ever seen that movie, gosh, it's probably one of the most heartfelt movies on the list. It's such a good movie. But it is a great family movie just to sit around the house on a Sunday afternoon, put it on. I promise you, it'll bring joy to your life. But the real Patch Adams in the movie wanted to start up this institute to basically change the culture of, you know, hospitals and clinics and stuff like that, where he wants to bring joy and happiness to his patients instead of just always the bad news. But as Patch Adams, I think it'd be really awesome just to have the red nose on him in his lab coat. Make that a Funko Pop. Alright, so number 2. This is where the debate came in, because this was a TV show that was on during my brother, and I wasn't even thought of yet. But after, you know, discussion and talking about it, I agreed that it was the one that kind of catapulted him into stardom, kind of made Robin Williams kind of a household name. Of course, I am talking about the TV show Mork and Mindy. I believe it aired from 1978 to 1982 is what I have wrote down. Yeah. So, Mork is an alien from the planet Orc, and he comes down to like study human interactions, and he has to report back to his leader named Orson. I've not really watched too much of Mork and Mindy, I'll be honest with you, so I can't really tell you too much about it. But I know that is the iconic role where, you know, that kind of, like I said, made him a star. But I would love to see the Funko Pop, just him with the rainbow suspenders on. You know, I think I would love to see that. And then also, too, you can make a chase of him in his spaceman suit. I don't know. Funko, make it happen. Alright, last, but certainly not least, number 1 on my list. One of my favorite movies of all time. I would say this movie goes down in my top 10 of all time. I could watch it at any moment. I could watch it and then immediately restart it and watch it again. That's how much I love this movie. This movie did come out in 1993. Gosh, and it was the movie is so funny. If you've never seen it, I definitely implore you to go see this movie. I am talking about Mrs. Doubtfire. Gosh, the movie is so great. Basically, the premise of the movie, of this one is, Daniel is married, I forgot what his wife's name is, Miranda. Yes, her name is Miranda. So he is married to Miranda. Basically, Robin Williams is Robin Williams, you know, he's kind of a goofball. She's kind of tired of putting up with it. So, he does one more stunt, and so she wants divorce. All this happens in the first 5 minutes of the movie. So, basically, he loses custody of his kids. Where he's only allowed to have visitation, I think on Saturdays, supervised visitation as well. So, he wants to spend time with his kids more, so he decides to audition, or he decides to interview for the babysitting gig that his wife is looking for a babysitter. But of course, he dresses up as this older, much older British lady, Mrs. Doubtfire, gets the gig where he can babysit the kids, and you know, he kind of changes his kids, where he's more of a dad for them than he ever was before. It's such a heartfelt movie. I won't say anything else about it. If you've never seen it, you definitely gotta go see it. But the pop that you need from this, 100% you need from this, is Mrs. Doubtfire with the pie on the face. I think that would be the Funko Pop that I would want the most out of this whole list. That would be the Funko Pop that I'd want the most. But guys, let me know down in the comments, which one of these Robin Williams Pops would you like to see made the most? Out of all of them, of course, I gotta go with Mrs. Doubtfire because I put it at number 1. But let me know, is something else number 1 on your list? Is there a movie on this list that I didn't even bring up that you'd love to see as a Funko Pop that would be your number 1? But like I said, I will be uploading these videos on Mondays, so make sure you look for those. Don't worry, still having the videos on Fridays. For as long as I can, I'm going to keep the videos on Saturdays. it is getting harder and harder for me to find sodas. I have a ton of sodas pre-ordered, and just nothing's coming in just yet. This is going to be a segment that I've got so many ideas for. Like I said, I'm not going to be opening mystery boxes or sodas or showing off anything. Just want to talk about these great actors and actresses. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Mom, I love you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.